Hello?
Yes, can you hear us now, sir?
Yes.
Okay, one moment here, please, to open the record. We'll go ahead with your hearing here. The 37th Circuit Court is now in session with the Honorable Brian K. Kirkham presiding. It is Monday, October 21st, 2024 at 11:02 a.m. for case 2024-2728 PP, Shania Roman versus Sebastian Roman.
Okay. Good morning to both of you. This matter is before the court there were two petitions. There was the respondent's motion to terminate and petitioner's motion to show cause. Ms. Roman, I'll let you know that in this particular case that you had to accomplish service upon the defendant. Service was not accomplished until October 16, 2024, giving him 5 days notice. That's not sufficient notice, so we cannot proceed today on your motion to show cause. You're going to have to renotice that and get him reserved, okay?
Yes.
Okay. We can proceed, however, on the respondent's motion to terminate, as that was timely filed and served. So we will do that. Mr. Roman, I'll have you raise your right hand and we'll have you sworn in and you can give some testimony.
Okay. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Why do you believe the court should terminate the personal protective order?
Well, the first part is I'm not a danger or a threat to this woman. I've never really done anything other than argue with her, and that's really all. And, you know, we've gotten loud and all that, but I've never physically hurt this woman. I've never put my hands on her. I still love her to death, and I would never do anything like that.
Yeah.
I just wholeheartedly, I just want this all to be behind us so me and her can respectfully just go back to parenting our kids and just however it happens, you know. I just want this behind us. I don't wish any harm towards her or anything of that nature. I just want to be able to see my children and move on with our lives.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's really it. I mean, like I said, a large amount of these statements that you claimed against me, they're all mostly extremely exaggerated. I've never spoken to my children in this way, telling them to, I don't mean to curse, but telling them to shut the fuck up or I'll slap the shit out of them. You know, I've never said anything like that to my children. And the fact that she would lie and say these things about me is ridiculous.
Okay. Ms. Roman, do you have any questions of the respondent?
I don't have any questions for him.
Okay. Ma'am, what we're going to do is we're going to have you raise your right hand, be sworn in. We'll take some testimony from you.
Please make sure you unmute first, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, ma'am. You had, I take it you don't want the personal protective order terminated. Is that accurate?
No, I do not. I do not. My statements are not exaggerated. They are true. I have presented evidence to the court. There was a long abuse of sexual abuse. It is true. Everything I'm saying is true. I have proof of whatever it is that you need to show me. He's saying that he never physically touched me or anything. You have, and I have messages between the two of us where you admitted of the things that you've done.
Okay, sir, ma'am, direct your questions and your comments to the court, not to the respondent.
I'm sorry, sir. I do have proof of text messages between the two of us.
What proof do you have? I'm looking at your petition, and let's go. The first incident you mentioned was on 9/19/24.
Yes.
And tell me what happened on that date.
On 9/19/24, we got into a dispute that day, and I told him I was getting my car, and I went to his job and I got my vehicle back. I called the police when I got home to let them know that there was going to be a possible altercation because of that. So I forewarned the police before anything happened. At approximately around 9 o'clock, I was putting my kids to bed. He came in the house storming, screaming, and yelling. And he drugged me into the room. You cannot say this isn't true. I have witnesses. I have my brother and I have my mom who was also here during this event. But he drugged me into the room. He pushed our daughter out the way because she was following behind us. He got into my face, was yelling at me about the car and everything. He threatened to punch me and break my jaw. This is true. This is everything that you said that was said. And he was trying to take my other vehicle. So he stormed and went and got my keys out of my purse and I chased behind him. I also have found 2 witnesses that was outside that seen this altercation outside. We got into an argument then. He was screaming and yelling at me outside, causing confrontation. He said he had items in the car that I took. I agreed to go get the cars. I mean, his items from the other car, which is the Pathfinder. And I told him to meet me at the gas station. That was our proof. I mean, not proof. I'm sorry. That was our agreement, was for him to stay at the gas station and I will go retrieve whatever he's supposed to have in there, which wasn't nothing but 2 packs of cigarettes and some weed. But I told him I'll go get his stuff and I'll meet him back at the gas station. He had 2 girls in a car with him. And the back of this gas station was behind my home. So I went and I noticed that he was following me. I stopped in the middle of Dickman Road and I told him that you're not going to follow me. So I made a U-turn to go back home and he followed behind me and crashed into the back of my car. Afterwards, I got out of the car and he was pushing me and stuff. And then his girlfriend, after my brother came and got him off of me. And then me and his girlfriend got into an argument and she proceeded to fight me. And another girl who they had with them also jumped on me. And again, I got my mom and my brother here as a witness as well. So he did bring 2 females to the house with him. And to my understanding, it was to harm me, because why are you bringing 2 women to the house? And he's saying he didn't, but how do we get into a fight behind the house if you didn't bring 2 women there who know where I live and where our kids lay? And then he came in the house and made a big confrontation, pushed our daughter physically out the way and drugged me in the room and then threatened to break my jaw.
That's lies.
That's not a lie.
Sir,
It's not a lie.
no comments by you. She's testifying.
It's not a lie. And I have, like I said, my mom has been here for almost 2 months now. She's seen the way you stormed in the house. They've heard you yelling. So I got people to testify against you. You can't tell me that it's not. They're here and they've seen and they witnessed. It's not a lie. You know this is what you said.
Ma'am, do not talk to the respondent. I said address your comments to the court.
I'm sorry. It is everything that I'm saying is not a lie. It is true. And that's what happened that day. And even in the police report, it's stated.
Well, I don't care
Everything
what's
I'm
in the
saying.
police report. The police report is just a statement of what the parties have said. So that's not evidence of what's in the police report.
Okay. Well, I have witnesses.
Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
Are we just talking about that, or can I move on to my other statements?
You can move on to anything you'd like to the court to be aware of.
Okay.
May I address that first statement?
No, you can't. She's testifying. When she's done, you can address things.
Okay, thank you.
Moving on to the sexual abuse. All of that is absolutely true, and I have to deal with it for months. I have text messages with me pleading with his mother, with his aunt. I have messages between me and him talking about all the sexual abuse that he's done towards me. Everything that I said is absolutely true. Every night I would be sleeping in my room and he would come in to my room and he would start to try to touch on me and everything. And I would tell him no. And he would physically go ahead and go on. He would choke me. He would hold me down. The last time he did it was on August 23rd. And that day, I told him that I would call the police on him. And he's trying to get into the Air Force. What he told me is that he don't care, that he would tell the police and his sergeant that it was worth it. Those are not lies. And I put my right hand to God and I put that on my kids. I would fight with him every single night for months with him coming in my room and violating me. And I have text messages between the two of us of me telling him to stop touching me, stop violating me. I have witnesses of my brother seeing him have me hemmed up in the corner. Anytime I would try to get away from him when we arguing, he would hold me up, he would choke me. Yes, he would. None of this is not a lie, is not exaggerated.
Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
Do I need to, can I show proof of text messages or anything?
Well, if you have those and they are readily available.
I can print them out for you.
Oh, okay.
They're loose, unlabeled, so that's what we got.
Okay. We do have some things that you had provided, but you'll have to be specific, so, because they're not labeled in any way, so
Okay.
go ahead.
I have, let me see if I can turn my camera. Sorry, because I'm in my car, so I do apologize. I have messages from August 23rd. I'm trying to figure out how to turn my camera so I can show. How do you flip this camera? Right here. Okay. Here's messages from August 23rd. And I'm right here, I'm explaining exactly what he was doing to me that night. And excuse the language on there where it
Okay,
says
well, let's clarify, ma'am. You said that you had stuff from him. I'm not as concerned about what you said happened because you've
Yeah,
already
okay.
testified to that.
Okay, yeah, well, this is me. Everything I said and basically about what he did is what I said in the text. And here he admits right here, okay, what I did, and it was foul of me to do it, but my heart
Okay.
broke.
Okay, Claire, hold on. I'm not finding, how do I identify what you're pointing to there?
Is him responding back to what I'm saying he's doing to me, and him saying that he's admitting that this is what he did.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm asking, how do I identify it in the paperwork you gave me? I think I've identified that. It's,
It should be the second page of that. I believe.
well, it's not the second page. I think it looks like it's the third page of what you had provided to the court. It says, I think the response is, okay, what I did, and it was foul of me to do it, but my heart is broken and my mind destroyed by all that is unfolding in my life. And I wanted to keep something in my life. Is that what you're referring to?
Yes, he's admitting
Okay.
that what he did.
Okay. Okay, anything else, ma'am?
Yes, I have messages of me constantly telling him to stop touching and violating me.
Okay, I don't need those because that's your statement. And again, you've already said that. So if in fact he acknowledged or did anything to that extent, then that would be important.
Okay, well, I don't have anything else. I just have messages of basically showing how overly obsessive he is, how I've been basically just trying to get away from him this
Okay.
entire time. Messages of me, basically him telling me that he's not going to leave me alone, no matter what.
Okay. Anything else, ma'am?
That's all. Just me just showing that he's basically saying he wouldn't leave me alone. I just feel very threatened by him, and I just don't feel like I need to be around him. I don't want to be around him.
Okay.
I've been trying to get away from him for years, and it's been overly obsessive, and it's been a long line of all type of abuse, physically, verbally, and it's gotten to the point where I'm trying to come to help. And if y'all terminate this PPO, I feel like it's gonna put me in danger, because
Okay.
a lot of women that come for help and they don't get the help, and I'm trying to get the help right now. I'm trying to stay away from him. I'm trying to be protected right now.
Okay. Sir, do you have any questions of the petitioner?
Are you referring to me?
Yes.
My main question is, well, not really.
Well, you either do or you don't. Not really isn't an
I
answer.
do. Would I be able to see my children, or would I be able to get this terminated? Because I don't wish any harm towards this woman. Nothing like that. I don't want to. I'm never gonna put my hands on her or anything like that. And also, I do have a secondary question. The addresses that are presented on the PPOs, I've been made aware that my ex-wife has moved residences, and I don't know where she lives now. I don't really care where she's at. I just want to know where my children are. That's
Okay.
my only concern. And also,
Well,
my
we're not
name.
taking care of that in this proceeding. This is only on the motion to terminate.
I understand that, and also, I'm currently homeless at the moment. And since she's not residing at our former residence, I was wondering if the court would at all make it possible for allow me to remain.
That's not before the court. If you want that, you're gonna have to file a complaint or a petition to get that relief, but it's not before the court today.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else, Ms. Roman?
No, sir.
Okay.
I have all the evidence that I have provided. Like I said, I just want to be able to be protected.
Okay. Well, in this particular case, the court's heard the testimony of the various parties in this case, and I will let you know that the court can enjoin and restrain certain conduct if the court determines there is reasonable cause to believe that an individual has committed or may commit any acts listed under MCL 600.2950 parens 1A through K in this particular case. And in this particular matter, there are obviously allegations, there's denials of the allegations, but the court notes that the petitioner had referred to some text messages in which she had made various allegations against the respondent in this particular case, to which his response was, okay, I did, and it was foul of me to do it, but my heart is broken and my mind destroyed by all that is unfolding in my life, and I only wanted to keep you in my life. Obviously, the court notes, obviously in view of the allegations that he had engaged in the conduct which he has testified to today, clearly that's an admission that, as he states, it was foul of me to do it. The court does believe that there is reasonable cause to believe that he has or may commit any of those particular acts. So the court will, in this matter, deny the motion to terminate in this particular case. So,
Your Honor,
no, you may not. We're done now. But the personal protective order will continue and remain in effect through the date of the personal protective order. So you're free to go. Have a good day.
If I may, so what would I tell my sergeant? Because he wants to know if this is a pending a sexual assault charge against me, and she claims that I have a warrant for my arrest as well. But
I have no idea about any warrants in this matter. All I know is about what's under the personal protective order.
Because she's claiming that I went to the house, but I never went there.
Well, she can claim anything she wants. I'm continuing the personal protective order, and that's all we were here for today, sir.
Okay. When will the address be changed for her protective order? Because obviously she doesn't live here, and I don't want to.
Well, she's gonna have to file something to get that amended or modified. The only thing we had on today was your motion to terminate. We didn't terminate it, so.
Okay.
Okay, free to go. Have a good day.
Let's get the facts straight. She loves a verbal ashtray. Never blowing smoke when she gets pissed. She's quick to castrate. Love her on a good day, love her on a bad day. Either way, she's here to stay. Call her police.